Hey, what do you say, guys? Welcome to my channel. This is Tony at DirtDriven Life, and tonight at my life I got to do some things here, and it's at night, so that's okay. You know, you're always running solo. This is the stuff that these guys got to show you. Planning is what you got to do. So man, what a heck of the last 3 days. And those 3 days have put me in a situation where I'm behind. And fortunately, I got to do some work at night at home here at my property to get things ready. I've got to load some rock that I've got a pile of for. I got to load this last go around of these number 53s. They're 10 tons here, 7 to 10 tons, and got a job this Friday. So tomorrow I will not be able to load it. I could, but it'd be at nighttime again if I do load it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this tonight. Man, I tell you, man, really, last 3 days just got bam. I mean, I got hit. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5 leads that I've sent out. I've sent out 3 out of the 5. 2 I'm still working on, and one of them has gotten already accepted. There's a job I'm going back to. They want new rock on top of what I already did. I call it the ribbon driveway. That's the horse property. And I've got a, which is good. It sucks for me, but it's good that it already showed up. I've got a rut that has appeared already again, and I have got to fix that. She showed me the picture, and I tell you, it is one that I missed completely. Now, you know, that's me. I'll tell you, it's one I missed. I mean, I'm not going to try to what do you call it? Just try to make up something to show my expertise on why I missed it. You know, like, well, I did this to it, and you know, this thing was just a little bit worse than what it was supposed to be. It's not what it was. I completely missed this rut as I did it. This is the one that this is the one that oh, what was my point here? Oh yeah, this is the one that had the what you call internet line that I dug up on, that I should have called 811 on. Let's roll him out of the way a little bit here. He's actually easy right now until I get fatigue in me. At 55, you know, see, that was a good push there. That was the one that I felt it. Whew. So, yeah, you know, I need a light, I guess, on my camera. I've got this light, and, you know, I just don't got it, guys. You probably don't see what I don't see really either. So, but once I get things turned on, you know what? This is a pretty good idea. Let me go ahead and turn on this excavator and get it warmed up here. And if you need to know, it's time is it? It's 10 o'clock at night. 10 o'clock at night. And you know what? I mean, this is all right. You know, this is, to me, quality quality life quality time for myself, quality time for my family, quality on what I'm building. I'm not going to get huge, and I know that. But quality, happiness, just being happy, man, that's the most important thing, right? And here I am at night, going to load about 7 tons of rock, dumping it in. Yeah. All right, preheating. It's always telling me that the reverse fan is off. Let's give her a start. Sweet. Engine turbo protection alarm is on as normal. Lights, front. No, that's not lights. That's the, and lights, front, back. Let me get it out of the dump truck way. Well, dump trailer, but I nickname it the dump truck. Envy, right? Envy. Parking brake. Lift it up. There we go. That'll work. That'll work. Oh. Oh, shoot. So, man, you guys that are wanting to start this, keep in mind the physicalness of climbing in and out of those machines. You will blow your knees out over 20 years, you young guys that are jumping off those machines like you do. You know, you can do it now, but you'll definitely pay for it later. But hey, I did the same thing. So it's just letting you know what to expect. You know, you have all these problems with your body as you get older, you know, and it's a personal issue. You're always wondering in your mind, what in the hell is going on with my body? And you know, dads, you know, they don't normally tell you about these problems, what to expect, man to man, you know, body to body. And you know, it is what it is. You know, you just got to be aware that what you're choosing to do now at a younger age, you'll pay for later. So let's hop in this truck. Let's get this dump trailer dumped. I've got debris in the dump trailer, and that's from a previous job. Guys, I have been busy. Let's go ahead and talk about that. I have been busy, and so I've not been able to record every job. And to top it off, what sucks is I've got a job that I recorded and I friggin' lost it again on my computer. Yeah, I lost it on my computer. Turn on screen. So, here's my new little lawnmower in the back. There's my 3 cameras, okay. So, yeah, I had a job. It was going to be the video that was going to be titled "The Fastest Job I've Ever Sold." And I literally sold this job within 10 minutes. I'll turn that down because YouTube will market. But yeah, I sold this job literally in 10 minutes. I think I mentioned it before in the video before doing this. And anyway, it was the fastest job, honest to God. Through that video that I recorded, I was talking more about it. And what it was is, short of the story is, as soon as my front tires hit their driveway, and me getting out and greeting them and talking and looking it over, simple job. I quoted them, I estimated the price, and they took it right on the spot. It was awesome. It was awesome. Let me turn this off here. Can't see nothing. There we go. There we go. And this camera system that I got on this mirror, I've got a video on this install. I don't know why I did that. I think I just accidentally locked that recording. So yeah, let's see if it goes away. So yeah, this thing's I tell you what, it's double the price. It is definitely double the price. This thing is not cheap. It is a payment for me. I mean, I worked hard, guys, on money down on both machineries, paying cash for other things, you know. So these little $400 or $500 purchases, you know, I get nervous on, because you're getting close to my payment. I mean, really, really close to my payment. And so when you get in something, when you got to buy something like this, you know, you're really hoping that the damn thing works out. And in this case, it has. I mean, this thing's pretty cool. Every once in a while, I get a shadow in the lenses. And honestly, I think it's just fog buildup. You know, not everything's perfect on what you purchase, so I was really hoping it would work out, and man, it did. It did work out. Okay. I smell skunk out. Skunky skunk. Shut up. And it's that's always good, man. When you buy something and it works out. You know, tools and things like that. So yeah, man, I lost this friggin' video again, and it's just my second time. And what it is, I mean, I'm doing all this. That's why I lost this video. I'm doing it all. And I'm trying to make my best moves that I can on it. You know, trying to make the best moves. And this move was running out of space. I've got 2 terabytes on my computer that I thought was completely going to be great for me for what I do. And let me go ahead and plug this up. And then, you know, I decided to do YouTube, and video footage just eats up the memory space. So this time what I did on losing this is my fast drive was totally full. In case you guys, I apologize to the guys that don't understand this stuff, but for those that do, my F drive was close to full, and the whole footage of this video that I did in Richland, I did half and half. So I loaded the first half of videos that it would allow me to load without overloading the F drive, and then I edited those videos, okay, and then I saved and exported it back to my computer, which meant that I could delete the videos that I had. So I did, and then what I did after that is I reloaded the last half of the videos and grabbed those and edited them and exported, deleted, and what I meant by deleted, I deleted the videos I was using to edit, and it when it exported it, it was a 44 minute video, and it only exported 10 minutes. So, you know, there was no recalling anything. There was no recalling of any of the old videos. And it's just because I'm trying to squeeze out everything I can with it. So I'm doing that because it's all I got. You know, at least I got a computer. It's got 2 terabytes on it. It's overloaded with footage. So I'm trying to milk it out. And it's just all I got, you know. And so, you know, with my business itself, it is all I got. With what I'm working with, my attachments, I'm only working with a bucket. I am only working with a SG2584 grader with 7 scarifiers, which I don't understand why they call them that. I call them teeth. 7 of those. They're manual. They're not even hydraulic. And see what else I got. Did I mention the rake? I got the rake. It's a 55-incher. I'm considering going to the 84-inch wide rake, but then it's not going to be easily able to haul it the way I currently can haul it. I can put it in the bucket I've got. If I get an 84-inch wide one, I won't be able to put it in the bucket that I got. And then I got the grapple. So that's what I got, guys, that I'm trying to do this business with. And so, you know, you're just, you know, I'm going back to the average guy here that's trying to make what you got, make it work. And that goes through life. Everything you got, you're trying to make it work. You know, are you seeing those tools up against the garage? I mean, that's what I got for hand tools for excavation. You know, it's what I got and make it work. The implements, I'm trying to make it work. Creating this YouTube channel stuff, I'm trying to make that work as well. So, if you can sense some aggravation in my voice, it's because, you know, I lost a really good video, because this video here really showed some issues. First of all, the aggregate itself, number 53s, is not accurate ever. It is the worst rock or worst gravel, whatever you want to call it, aggregate that you can get that's never persistent, versus a 73, this is Southern Indiana, versus 73s or the 9s. Number 9s. Number 9s are great, man. And they even spread really well. Number 9s are chipped. They're not round, they're chipped, and they also got fines in them. But they're a smaller rock and spread really well, and they are a good-looking version. They do really good. How they crush and the color that it lets off is a very nice rock. I call it the elderly rock because you can walk on it really easy. But anyway, number 53s is never accurate, man. I get it. different colors. It looks like brown crust at times when they bring it. You know, you gotta tell the customer, hey, let it rain a few times. It's not going to go away. The color is not going to go away the first time, where it ends up being gray. You gotta give it a while. Plus the sun's got to dye it out. You know, the UV rays and stuff like that. So yeah, I know the parking brake is engaged. Come on, give me a break here. Let's turn on some headlights. So yeah, let me dump this real quick. It's full of debris. But back to the Richland job, Richland, Indiana. And I started off with that job. It's the fastest job I ever sold. And that's a big thing. I mean, you guys know it. You guys are out there that's selling jobs. I mean, seriously, man, 10 minutes, 10 friggin' minutes. And I'm guessing at that. I swear it could even be shorter. It could be shorter than that. 10 minutes. And so I get there and, you know, your normal thing, getting the job going, getting your rock delivered, because I was getting at least 20 tons. I can't deliver 20 tons, guys. If I do, it's going to be in sections. Any of you guys work at night? Especially doing stuff like this. There's a car coming, so I will warn them in case they pull up behind me. I will put my lights on in case they get behind me. All right, there we go. They went by me. Sweet. So yeah, I'm curious if you guys ever work at night. Hey man, I got to sometimes. I don't like it. Why? It's not necessarily because you can't see anything. It's because, man, you're done for today. You're freaking done for today. That's okay. All right, let's go over here to dump this debris of trees. Man, look at that. Can you? I hope you guys can see that. I hope this video turns out really well with the lighting. The camera doesn't do it justice, but man, that is like the most debris I've ever had to burn. Yeah. All right, let's go around here. I'm going to dump this on the rear end of this all. End up with quite a lot, and then the tornado season hasn't really started compared to last year at this time. It really was rocking pretty good. All right, let's do this. There we go. That's a little bit better. Which my contracts are set up to where, dang, I did that perfect, didn't I? Let me pull forward a little bit. That's the nighttime problem. I need some backup. I need some floodlights I can put on the back of this truck. A little at a time, Tony, a little at a time. You can't get everything at once, man. But there was some other grading I needed to do, and you know, it turned out, I thought it was a really good job. It was actually one of those, I think my third job, to where it was definitely one of those where it was one of those, maybe my third job where I was able to actually get a whole video on it, which has been my goal all this time. Not that my goal, or I should say, it's not that. It was my personal goal to be able to get a complete video of a job done on the channel, because man, it is hard to work and to run a camera system by yourself. It's like I said earlier, I'm doing everything, and it can put a load on your mind, and you're going to stress on that. You're human, you know, you're going to stress on that, but it's a different stress. It's because you care. You know, right off the bat, you're going to say, when something doesn't work out, you're going to be like, you know, concerned about it. What's the word I'm saying? Almost pissed off. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. You're almost like, damn it, you know, it's not working out. But it's a hell of a lot better than what I've had to put up before on those 30 years that I put in and made somebody else rich versus myself. The whole damn time they kept telling me to hang in there. Man, they were really good at that, man. I'm telling you, they were good at friggin' giving you the speech to hang in there. Hang in there, man. I'm gonna take care of you. Oh, those sons of bitches. It pisses me off sometimes. Yeah, this video is not made for kids. It's made for adults that are trying to make it in life. What are you gonna do, right? You gotta make it. Kept telling the kids when they were growing up, man, there's one thing in life that's gonna suck. And what's gonna suck is trying to make it. And trying to make it means that you're going to be happen to look at surviving on some kind of job. And man, is it not the truth? All right, I think I got it. I think I got it. Do I want to do it here? Yeah, this is good enough. Anyway, I don't want to get on a kick about my job of previous past, because I hear you guys. I want to put out a better video on explaining the 30 years of being at a previous job. I think it would be really important to put that video out and more explanation. Correctly, and there it is. I'll be damned. I'll be darned. Amazing. This magnet is definitely what helped. Okay. Oh. Well, all right. Let's get this over here. And you can still smell those horses on this equipment. So, oh gosh, what has been going on here? I mentioned I've been busy. Oh, shut up. I mentioned I've been busy. Been busy with just doing. Just been busy doing some leads in the last 3 days. A day and a half of conversations over the phone with 5 people, setting up the appointments, and looking at 90% of it. I went and had to look at it. One, I was able to just put a quote right over the phone for them. They're going to get back to me. One is a a real estate property that operates a few other places, including residential rentals. And I put my bid in it to do a parking lot for a piece of property. It's a apartment complex, and not expecting anything big, because my experience with the real estate, it's almost like the government programs. My experience with the real estate properties is just like bidding for a government job, you know, a county job. They want the cheapest. That's what they do. They want the cheapest. So I don't go after those on purpose. And it's mainly because I want to make money. And these guys will penny you down to nothing. I've been over there doing this excavator on clearing some trees, and man, after about 16 times of climbing in and out of that thing, I feel like I was pole dancing, man, because the rod, friggin', I was just, at some point I was just grabbing it and just sliding down because of my pain. Oh, I just got this a couple days ago, and it's Titan. Titan is probably close to the cheapest in the most of the implements. I won't buy everything from them, but a few things I'll buy from them, including this. And mainly because you see what I can do. I literally can lift that up. Mainly because they're not necessarily the thickest metal implement that you can buy that is the toughest. They are very low in cost, and it kind of shows in their material that they do use. But I can't speak for the higher end stuff that they try to sell, because I've never bought that from them. And at this point, I don't seek to buy that from them. You guys already know Sid and Rut Manufacturing is who I would love to get a hold of on some implements. Let's turn on some lights in here. And let's find my hitch. Okay. So back to that being the busy. Man, it's hard on you being that busy when it's just yourself. So here I'm facing doing the company. I'm doing that. And then I'm doing this channel, and the channel's actually fun. It is. It's actually fun doing it. I really can't complain about it, except for the things I've got to learn from it. I know I got to do that. Camera angles, the mic, doing a video at night. But I don't know, guys. I mean, it's who I am. I mean, I shouldn't. If I'm a serious person, then I can't be comical. You're being fake. People can see through that. You're not being real. If I'm a comical person, if I have humor in me, more than I am with my serious side, then I should follow that versus trying to be a humorous guy that's trying to be serious. And you know, here I am just trying to be myself and seeing if that works with the channel. I've got to even I got to deal with the thumbnails and things like that. I apologize in advance, or I apologize too late on the ridiculous thumbnails that I try to do. Which is crazy. You know, here it is 11 o'clock at night, and I'm actually, this is the first time I'm using this thing. Okay, so back to being busy. I've got one job, like I said. I just ripped off my fingernail. Damn it. Well, I guess that is what it is. Turn off screen.
I cannot do.
Yeah, it's not the first time I'm almost bit off a finger. But, you know, all it took was a slight pressure of my hand. I was stupidly feeling around on the edge to see if the ball was up inside there. And as you can see in the video, the way it came down, it just came down. So that's what happens. Yep, keep your fingers away from them. But anyway, so a little slight change of plans today, but I'll still at least get some of this out of my way here to be set up to do the gravel that I need to do. And but I got a job to go to today and get that one done. That's kind of why I was trying to do this last night. And if I would have got all this done last night, I would have been caught up as of this morning. But no. You know, that right there versus being nighttime or daytime, I have a gut feeling that still would have happened regardless if it was night or day. Because even like right now, it's not on there, you can tell. the position it was in last night. It looked like it was on there, and stupid me went to fill around it under the lip here, just do a slight fill, and then when I did that I was kind of leaning on it, as you can tell in the video, and it slipped forward and caught that fingernail, and it pulled the cuticle. It pulled the cuticle out. So my nail's still attached, but my cuticle is pulled off. So I'll wait till she's not as sore and try to trim it. All right. Let's have you like this here. Man, you can still smell that horse manure in here. I need an air freshener. So yeah, I was talking last night that that ribbon job driveway, they want some new rock on top. So was figuring out that formula. My point was, if you go off the formula, you're about 200 tons of rock that you need for the area for about 2 inches of coverage. And of course the customer doesn't want to do that, which I mean I can understand, you know. But we did some discussion, so I am going to at least start with 60 tons and spread it out, starting at the back of the property and working my way out, and then they will get to anything after 60 tons that they want brought in. I've worked out a deal with them on how much to charge to bring it in. At this point, using my dump trailer and bringing in at 7 tons at a time, and spreading it, so I've got a cost there. But you know, I've done some spreading on this on gravels before. I took 20 tons, easily have spreaded it out to 300 feet, 14 feet wide, 300 feet. I've done that, and a few times. It works on some drives it doesn't, right guys? I mean, some drives the rock just seems to soak it up. I mean, it's like you put the amount down and it's like, well, where'd it go, you know? And then there's some drives that you say, and then there's some drives that you bring the rock to and it's like, crap, I think I may have got too much, because it doesn't soak up, it just sits right there on top. So anyway, I do look forward to that, to get it done. The yard for the rock's 20 minutes away. I'm gonna have 3 trucks drop it off. Still looking for a good dump truck driver. Have not been impressed with the drivers here lately. And hopefully I can find. I've talked to one guy already, and well, a couple weeks back, and I could tell he wasn't. I need somebody a little bit more personable, as in, you know, the same mindset of a customer's a customer, you know, versus a customer is my attention right now. That's who I want. I want somebody that's going to give you their full attention when they have you at that time. Oh, that's just great. Going through regen. That's what I meant by saying that's just great and perfect timing. The old Kubota's going through regen, so this is its first regen. in the 80 hours I got on it, I think. Or maybe I've not seen it before, I don't know. Yeah, where am I at? Oh, yeah. So yeah, that's where I'm at with that. It's like I said, I'm gonna keep looking because that guy, you're just another customer, and well, heck, I get that from the stone crusher outfits. But yeah, man, it's been crazy on the amount of calls that I've got. It's definitely made things a little bit more busier because I'm dealing with that. And then so I'm set up next week to do that job. I went to a city that up here in Jasper that is exactly an hour away from me to get a quote to give an estimate on for a lady, and she just can't get nobody to come out. She's called. She told me she's talked to five guys, and nobody's came out. Even when they said they would, she just hasn't heard nothing else from them. She said so. She thanked me for coming out, and so I'm going to. Look at this one and give it a good price because it could pay pretty damn good for me because it's a little bit of a big job for a solo person, and but it's not. It's really not. But why it's big for me is because of the distance. Come on. Yeah, the distance itself is what makes it what makes it oh, you're gonna be that way, huh? Oh, okay, I see what's going on. I guess I need a new skid, don't I? Well, might as well quit being so finessed with it. But what was I saying is, yeah, it's the distance. You know, it's an hour's drive, and there's a lot more things solo-wise that you deal with. Well, at least I do on having to deal with jobs that are that far out from me, and so yeah, I'll see what I can do with that. So you know, I'll probably come over here with it. It's going to be that way. Let me go ahead and slide these back on. They'll slide over each other really. There we go. Yay. I can smell that. All right. So anyway, can't leave that alone, and get this trailer in position and unlocked so I can take off to the job I got to do today, and then later today I'll come back and finish this up. So. So anyway, back to the distance. That's really what I gotta focus on. When you get that far back, you know, or far away, and you're just always covering your butt. You try to have every tool, every spare, every jack, oil, hydraulic fluid, what else? Yeah, grease. You know, lubing it and all that. You know, just that stuff becomes more on my mind when I the further I get away. So it's not like I don't have none of that on me. It's just that you start getting that much worried.
especially that far distance when you have your machine on you and your truck and all that, and then you worry about breakdowns and stuff. That would be a sucky day for sure. Sucky day anytime for a breakdown, but if I'm only 15 minutes away, it's a little different versus being over an hour away. Come on. So anyway, yeah, I'm definitely going to you know, get a quote on that. She's wanting it done. She says she's got to have it done, but at the same time, she's worried. She's obviously told me the right thing. She's worried about the cost, so I'll see what I can come up with. I definitely got to keep in mind the distance and make sure I'm getting paid for something on that far away. So this is not, I guess what I'm trying to say, this is not something that I can just put any price on it. It's just, you know, obviously I can bid it to where I don't get it, right? I don't want to do that, but I want to bid it to where I have to deal with it, the headaches that come with it. So we got that one, and yeah. Let me raise you guys up a little bit more here, because the debris is not falling freely once you're wetting it down. That's what she said. All right, that should be enough. Let me check this, see if it's regen in here. Because it sounds a little different now. More quieter. Yeah, she's done. Yeah, she's done. I'm gonna have rock in here, and I don't want to get sticks and leaves and debris. A lot of pine needles too. I actually had a guy, reminds me, doing this reminds me, I actually had a guy that thought this, well, he made a comment, he goes, dang, a brand new trailer, son. And I was like, well, yeah, it's about 2 years old. And of course, he was thinking I just got it. Because he was saying it's clean. I'm like, well, you know, I do try to keep her sprayed out, especially spray it out, especially with you know, between materials that I haul. I mean, who wants to leave the rocks up in the corners and everything and then get a load of dirt, clean fill dirt or something like that, and then you dump it in front of a customer, and there's about 3 shovels or 2 shovels full of I'm talking hand shovels, but of rock in it, which is just enough where they just kind of look over at you because you told them it's clean fill dirt. And the opposite with gravel. You bring gravel along and it's full of pine needles. Come on, get over there. There we go. Okay. You know, I was in a situation where I had to put the excavator in this for the first time, and man, that sucked. Talking about being spoiled with that tilt trailer. I had my tilt trailer dedicated to the skidster, and I had another job which was going to need the excavator, and I knew that was coming, so I already kind of knew that I was just probably going to have to try the excavator in this, which I hadn't at the time. Definitely don't recommend it. It could be done, but it's definitely not ideal. So doing that, when I was loading it up, I got a call. I mean, I pretty much just had it loaded. I had it tied down. I was doing my last walk around. I mean, it's the truth here. I mean, I was doing my walk around, got a call, and started talking to him. It ended up being a realtor. It's one of the other ones that leads that I've got that I'm gonna see if I get. And so, you know, he did all the right talk about, you know, we got other properties. We want to see how you can do this one. Price it. If it's what we're wanting, we'll go with you. Blah blah blah. You know. Usually that means that everybody that's been giving them a price they think's too high. So, and then he mentioned the other properties and everything. So. I've been through the realtor thing before, in case you guys haven't. I think I mentioned it already in the video, is that they are not necessarily just because they're realtors and they got multiple properties. They're just like anybody else. They're going to want the cheapest bid. So if they get 5 guys bidding on something, they get 5 people bidding on something, they're already looking for the smallest bid. So it ain't going to be like what you think. So anyway, I got done with him on the phone, and I thought I did my walk around, off, and I start hearing this jingling or something, you know. It sounded like ching 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 ching, and you like that, ching 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 ching. And you know, the support jacks that you put down at the corners of the dump trailer, especially when you use your ramps to load something in there, I left them down right here in my yard. I left them down, and by the time I got to my driveway, I ripped them both out. Damn realtor. So I'm gonna have to fix those, but I am in no hurry, because I know the skidster I don't want to put in here at all. The ramps don't even support the weight. I think they go up to 8,000 pounds. So I even pushed it with the excavator, but I used the bucket, but I used the boom to help it in. Once you got it in, you couldn't turn around, so that sucked too. You know, boom it around and all that. But anyway, yeah, ripped them suckers right off of there, man. So I put that into the quote. Yeah, when I put that estimate together for him, I added in already tearing up my equipment. And it sounds like a scary movie. Close Encounters of the Third Kind? Poltergeist? I don't know. It sounds familiar. This has got the gravity let down, or this has got the gravity button on it where you can let it down by just gravity itself, and help save the battery by using it, by trying to not use it when you're letting it down. So let's get this guy set up here. Give you guys the back view. Then I had my stuff on top of my extension cord, so I wasn't able to charge this battery, this dump trailer, for a little over a week. So it's gonna be nice to get the charger back on it. I mean, I've used it 3 times in between. You know, you got your trickle charge and all that, but I know it's not the best way to keep it charged, topped off. So it's gonna be nice to get that back on there. It's about 60 degrees outside with a decent little breeze, so it's pretty cool. Get in this truck with this light jacket on behind this windshield, and man, it's getting hot pretty quick here. Okay guys, I think I'm going to be set up for later. I haven't even mentioned about the other leads that have been coming in as well, that I don't even know why they're bothering with them. You know, the big sign is when it's a nighttime request. The other one is when they ask you how much your services are. That's the very first question. Yeah, I don't even respond anymore, and that is just in the last year. He has been out. Yeah, he has. And that's it. And that's just the last year of you know, of and that's just been the last year of learning that issue from it. You know, just like I said, sometimes I just don't even know why they even bother. And then you get those ones that you give them a first chance. I'm gonna let you guys up here. You give them that first chance, about a 24-hour reply, but meaning they ask and you answer, and then you don't hear nothing for like until the next day. I'll deal with that for just that one day, but then after a day they come back with another question, and then you answer, and they still don't talk to you, and then it's like then it's like another 24 hours, another 24 hours, they'll answer you again off of your question. So you know, I don't fool with that either. I'm done with that stuff. And I'm trying to get most of the customers through calling me, emails. Calling and emails have been really solid leads. And that is the Google, using my webpage, and just finding that for one good And the other is just, you know, still finding good customers that can exist on Facebook, that are not just sitting there at night knowing they're not really going to deal with it, knowing they're not really going to get services, but they ask anyway. So I definitely got to keep working on the Google. Man, that's slow. I would think, my opinion, between the Facebook reviews and Google reviews, the quality of a customer that is basically serious, they've done their homework on things, and then they reach out to you through your webpage. Yeah, that's more of a good customer. That you may not get it. Here we go. I'm curious. It's still on good. I'd be darn. Okay. All right, guys. Enough of that. And I got to get going. I was already supposed to have been gone. So you will see me here later, and it's going to be here in a sec for you guys, but it's going to be several hours later, 4 or 5 hours later for me. All right, guys, I'm back from the job. So I got that done. Get this all settled here for tomorrow. But I need to top off the air in these airbags that I just love so much. I need to get the one valve right at 40 so I can air them both up at the same time. Just ain't been able to get to that yet once I installed it. So like I said, not too, I think they kind of suck unless you do have some kind of easier system on them, like an onboard air compressor or something that keeps them topped off or something like that. You know, wherever you set it at, I don't know, just something a little bit better than this. But down the road, maybe. Right now, can't do nothing about it now. I tell you, man, I'm feeling it today on the busy. Whew. So I kind of sat there and counted. Basically, if it's not raining, I'm working. I'm doing something. Always doing something. And yeah, I need to schedule me some days off. Wouldn't mind having like a 3-day weekend. I think something like that. Mama's Day's coming. Maybe we can do something then. Need some time, some family time. It's been a little bit. But the rain, you know, I try to watch the weather channel or the news, you know, local news, cell phone. And I tell you, boy, they've been more inaccurate on weather now than they have been as I was a kid. Who parked that there? All right, we'll leave that running. It's out of the way. Well, you can tell it's towards the end here. I'm running out of poop. I'm tired. And I'm running out of things to say here. But, what the heck is that? Oh, crap. I'll get that later. There it is. Okay, let's see what we got here. Got to raise the trailer up. Quite a bit, actually. As high as it goes, I hope I can do it. No, it's not going to do that. Crap. Well, crack. You know, it was a good thing I had that dang jack leg extended, because when that trailer didn't even jump all the way down on the ball, there we go. It actually was right on the edge of that ball, and then with what it slipped on, yeah. Basically, when it slipped, it still didn't fall all the way on the ball. The jack actually was still extended out. So what that means is I didn't even take the full weight of the trailer on my finger last night, and we all know what it would have been like if I did take the full weight of the trailer. I don't think I'd be making a video today. And yes, I agree, I don't care for the ball hitches, and I need to change the type of hitching system I got for the bumper before even what's always held me up is I always think I'm going to do a gooseneck trailer, but this is the reason why I've never switched my hitches over the years. I mean, over the years, I'm, pretty much all my life. It's just the ball hitches is what I've been using. All right, got that hooked up, so that's staying, and we are going to bring you down a little more here. Where I want to put you at? I want to go ahead and whip around and back you up there. All right. So yeah, that's definitely still something else on the list. You try to have everything, right, guys? And you just, I guess if you sit there and you made a list with all you need before you even start, you probably wouldn't even start. You know what I mean? I mean, it's like, all right, let's, I need a trailer. Let's go get a trailer. But you didn't even think of the other things that you'll need with the trailer, the spares, and an emergency type jack, and your trailer hitching itself, what type you're going to use, and all the fun stuff. So that's what I mean by that. It's like, and that's just trailer talk. It's not including other things as well. So, can't wait for some luck to change a little bit better. There's those. The curl on the ends. And then that right there. So yeah, that sucked. Gotta make some room here for me. Get this corner out of the way. There we go. Go ahead and dump this. This thing is got the bucket on self-level as it raises, so it's been a while since first time I ever actually even used it. Alright, let's try that guy. Now we're going to go here. So obviously I've been rolling with this driveway. I call it the driveway season. I've been rolling with it. I've done more driveways this year than I have. God, man, I think I did 12, maybe 14 driveways last year, and this one's got a beat. I think this is my 20th already. This job here is close by. It's close by as well, so I'm trying that habit out where if the job's close, I'm trying to maybe get that one recorded. Is the idea. Maybe that, it's just the fatigue of doing the job, and then trying to keep up with the footage and all that. I mean, I'm trying to do believe it or not, I mean, I'm trying to make a pretty decent channel here, and I'm just kind of thinking, been thinking out loud on things, because I don't want to be the same old channel, boom, another driveway, because that'd get old. Maybe not, I'm being a little bit self-conscious about it, because definitely don't want it to be a bore. But I watch a lot of you guys. I watch a lot of guys over and over, and that, pretty much the content they put out is about the same all the time, so and I'm checking my sup level out here. I just can't tell if it's working. Yeah, I'm jerky in the machine, but I can't tell if the damn thing is working or not. But that's what I'm trying to do anyway. And what's hard is the focus of the channel not really being about the job, is it's about me doing what I'm doing. And let me put some unneeded tongue weight on this. And it's easy to lose that while you're filming and trying to capture good video on doing the job itself, you know, and sometimes that gets in the way, right? You know, you're just, at least that's what it does for me when I'm trying to do the recording and all that, is I get all into the job and I start getting quiet, and next thing you know, I've accidentally created more about the job than I have about the purpose of being out there doing the job. And that's what I'm trying to focus on, is being out there, what it's taken to be out there and what it's taken to do these things. And just the videoing itself is so much to learn, man. I mean, just making sure you're speaking up over the camera, you know, the microphone and crap, you know. It's just like I said, there's a lot to it. I can tell by the squat that I may have 7 in it. Let me double check here. Now we'll do one more big scoop. Do it on that tongue, closer to the front there. I'm definitely getting used to to this now, and the grader as well. I'm getting used to that. And today I was out by Posey County, and I actually seen a guy using the SG25 grader, Kubota's grader. I actually seen a guy using that. And I was thinking I was the only one around here. But yeah, he was using that on a new construction job. And yeah, on a new construction job, and I was like pretty impressed with that. He was grading his yard, and when I went by, and then he was grading the yard when I went by, and he was, when I came back by the second pass, he was doing the drive. So come on. All do it. Something here. Okay. I'm gonna have to blow out those air filters for the cabin, because I can still smell that manure. Jesus Christ, does it get to me. All right, you go there and you go here. One day, this whole yard is going to be full of attachments. I'm going to have so many attachments. I'm going to be calling the channel Attachment Driven Life. That's what I'm going to do. Oh, come on. But I ain't going to have anything if I keep losing my videos. And no, I don't need no help for those that try to scam me, sending me messages. I really hope there ain't that many people that are that vulnerable on these scams that happen anymore. It's like we all should know by now. I don't really answer I pretty much don't answer on anything anymore. Even my own doctor verifying my appointment. I'm already treating it as a scammer. All right. Oh yeah, that's what I do. So I want to move this, and I want to put that 4x4 underneath that trailer. Let's see if we can do that here. Well, I'll be sure to be kicking back tonight, guys. Right there. This is just strong enough to move the trailers empty. So I just need to lift this one up 4 inches and move it back 4 inches with 7 tons plus of gravel on it. Oop, bumped that, didn't I? Too much. There we go. There we go. That should work. Ah, going the wrong way in. Tell you a little story that right there, looks like a chicken coop. That is not a chicken coop. That is a children's playhouse that the original owner of the property through the family built that. And that thing was built in the 60s. I'm thinking 66 or 68. It was something like that. It's went through a couple remodels. And at one point they did put chickens in it, because at the bottom of the corner on the face of it on the right, where there's two windows and a cage bar in front of it, there's a little hitch door there that they used to put the chickens, let the chickens go in and out of. But yeah, that's one of the items I never tore down. We just kind of kept it up. Come on, there we go. All right, let's try this out here. Okay, the self-leveling's still on. Yeah, it's working. Okay. Interesting. Okay, guys, I am calling it tonight, and I will be seeing you guys tomorrow, getting started on doing this small job. And I'm doing this one for it's a young couple. Every job's got a nickname, so I call this one the kids. And they got a little one and another little one that recently came, and he's actually works for himself as well. He does a lot of 3D printing of things, and they bought this house and wanted to do the driveway, get it done, and I was more than happy to do that. And that's always good, man, when you're doing stuff like that. They I gotta tell them. So they really thought this thing was going to be a lot of money, man. They were like there at the end when they were real happy with what I was telling them what we can do budget wise, and because they told me they're on a budget just like most all the customers do. And when I told him how much I'd do it for, they were like, serious? It's only going to be that much? And I'm like, I'm kind of standing there like, well, crap. Well, I'm thinking in my head, well, what do you mean by that? I mean, oh my God, my prices ain't good. I'm not charging enough or something, and they said, well, we'll go with you. They was expecting a lot. They were what they were doing is they came back with was we were wanting to do it with concrete, and they were just getting blown out of the water with the prices of the concrete. And they just like, well, let's just get some gravel and put on it then for time being, and let's see how much that is. And so I'm the only one they called over. They saw my boost. Well, they thought, an ad, but one of my boosts on the Facebook, and gave me a call. And they
they were happy enough. I mean, me and him kind of hit it off a little bit because we were talking shop about you know, what it takes to do things, insurance, you know, everything to get a business going, you know. And yeah, that's pretty much how it went. So, you know, now they're seeing how much more reasonable to them, more reasonable. Look at that, there's horse manure. God dang it. Oh yeah, well, check that out. I'll have to fix that, ain't I? Oh yeah, check that out. Yeah, okay. I always double check my tie down, so I don't go down the road like that. But anyway, yeah, they're here. I'm not even paying attention. Right, come on, there we go. But yeah, they were like, when I was there getting it signed, let me do something here. I need to straighten out a little bit. There we go. Yeah, okay, my backup lines are looking good. Look at something real quick. It's been a long time since I load this on here with just the bucket. And yeah, I'm gonna pull forward just a little more then. Yeah, it's been a long time since I loaded this on a bucket with just the bucket on it. Only time I've done that was the first time I got it. Where are you guys at? All right. It's a trip. Sometimes we're just, you know, getting to do this stuff, man. It's a blast. Even if you do take a nail off here and there, or you bust your butt in the driveway or something. All right, almost got to do this one-handed now. She's a little sore. Okay. I know this is the manual one, so I have twice forgot to pin that. And the two times I forgot to pin that, because I always put the pin here when I'm loading and unloading, it was still there on a 40-mile trip, and the other one was probably 20 miles. So yeah, interesting. And let's see here, I am calling it, guys. There's plenty to do tomorrow. See you then. All right, guys, it's morning. Let's get this thing done.
at. Keep forgetting to turn on the camera. another small one. But you know, that's just what I'm set up to do. This small residential, and I tell you what, kind of been thinking more and more about this, and I'm considering going this route, staying small like this, because I mean I got here at a little after 9. It's about 9:10, so basically 9 a.m. and it's 1:30, and I am enjoying these 4 to 5 hour days. And you know, you look at this, there's some images in there. You look at this guy here. It's small. It's a real small one. All right, and you know, that's why that, you know, 4 to 5 hours tops. And I'm telling you, man, I'm just at my age and everything, and to be able to pick at my age and then able to pick this stuff like that, that's like a dream. Really, it is. I mean, and I'm getting so many of these, and shamefully I've even turned some down that were small. But I don't know, man. I'm gonna reconsider that, because let me get up this ramp here. Let me get up this thing. You know, so they paid for the rock. They paid for delivery. My delivery fee, because I brought it. They paid for my machine to be here all day. You know, I do full day charges on the machine. They paid for that. And they paid for me as an operator of my machine. They paid for that. Full day. And they, well, let me get off my pen. Let me get off my pen. And they pay for a profit margin. So, get you guys off of here. So I got profit margin in this. I've got my machine in this. I've got my operator pay in this. I've got the rock paid for in this. And I've got my delivery fee for my rock in this. Yeah, it was healthy. And you know why they're paying this is because nobody's coming. Nobody's coming to these little small guys. Didn't want to bore you with the loading up credentials here. But like I said, nobody come to these guys. And I am, the hardest part to this thing was actually just getting out, loading up, losing a fingernail over it. But you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's, you know, I started out in excavation, and I wanted to be solo. There was never a doubt. I wanted to do it all myself, and I wanted to be as big as I could get, or as big as I can be with my company. And I've done some big jobs that were stressful. What I struggle with as solo is it takes me longer to do some of the jobs that you know, bigger companies can knock out in a day or two. You know, I've had jobs that take me all week to do, when bigger outfits would have been like a, you know, 2-day or 3-day. And so that's what I mean by the stress, you know, the stress of handling the jobs and stuff. But anyway, I'm going back to these smaller ones, you know, mini excavators, you know, skid steers, you know, you know, 6,000 pound skid steers on up to 10,000 pound skid steers in that category. You know, and it's just, you know, one machine each or just one of the machines. I mean, you're in that residential area, and so, you know, I don't know, man. I'm just thinking about staying in this lane here of what I'm doing, and I am pushing the advertising on driveways a lot harder. See, I never really pushed. I didn't really push driveways starting my business. I pushed everything that I offered under excavation, and I've not been the most successful of that type of advertising and getting you know, a consistent flow of these jobs. I've gotten just a different drainage job, a culvert job, a driveway job that required, well, I should say I showed up for a drainage job and it turned into driveway work, and then regrading properties, you know, the yards and slopes, and installing riprap, cleaning out ditches, you know, did some pads, you know, prepping pads, mulching is cool, guys. It's not really my cup of tea. I'll do it, but it's boring as heck for me. And well, let me say it like this on mulching. It's just, there's so much risk of damaging your equipment. I mean, I've busted 2 windshields now, and that's one of them was with a guard. Getting the machine stuck in soft, getting the machine stuck in soft terrain, things like that, you know. So, you know, I've been a little bit over all of it. I stay away from commercial. I do not want to be in that. I do not want to be involved building a house. Nothing like that. Knocking out septic systems. It's just me, and I'm just not ready for that. I'll cruise into that if the lane allows me to cruise into. You know, so this year, what I did is in 2025, from October through December, and also some January, I mean, I really looked at redoing my business outlook, and so I started focusing on the county name that I operate out of and the counties around me, and then I started basically pulling back and not necessarily taking things off of my website of what I offer, but I started, you know, storm cleanups. It's just getting big around here, you know, cleaning up blown down trees, basically. And I've been, demolition has died. Nobody's tearing anything down anymore. They wait till it falls down. And then driveways. I started pushing for driveways. First time this year, because of a couple of YouTubers that I watch. And when I'd get jealous of watching this dude, man, that's basically what he does. He does driveways. Now, he does some huge ones, and I think that's just his neck of the woods. He's in Tennessee, and Tennessee seems like all their driveways are 700 feet plus long. Not around here. The average driveway around here is about 300 foot long. The one I just did was about 125 foot long. So you know, I just started really working that advertisement. And as day and day went by and week went by of me really fine-tuning my advertising for 2026, and also looking into upgrading into a skidster, because I really was going to push for driveways. And so far, man, it's been paying off, because today is number 21 driveway. What is this fool doing? Yeah, get over. Oh my God, that was an old person, wasn't it? So anyway, it's been paying off. You know, I know people will look at a job like that, it's not worth the money. Well, it ain't worth the money if there's 3 or 4 of you guys. I get that. It's just me. And again, he paid for the rock and he paid for the delivery. And then he paid for my machine all day. I've got to have a minimum charge for that machine all day, and when I use it, when I bring it, to me it's a full day charge no matter what. Sometimes I lose jobs because of that, sometimes I get them. In my full day charge on that machine, I also include my operator rate that's involved with that, and then I put a profit margin on top of it for the business. So, you know, we're looking at, let's go ahead and, you know, we don't need it. Let's pretend the exact number here's, you know, I ain't gonna tell you my dang numbers now, but let's say I made a $200 profit margin on that little bitty driveway, and I had everything else paid for. I got all my bills paid for because I did a full day rate on that skidster. So after everything's paid for, plus money in my pocket for operating it, which really goes back into the business, and then I made, let's pretend I made $200 on that driveway. And so this is driveway number 21. Sometimes I go a little higher with my profit margins. You know, profit margins for me got to at least start at 15%, and at times I have went as high as 35% on profit margins. You know, so I think that's something you guys ought to, if you're not even paying attention to pay attention to that. Look at your profit margins. That after everything's paid for and you paid yourself for working that day, you got to make money for your company. So anyway, let's pretend I like I said, looking at that. So what is that? That's what is that? $2,300 in 2 months, and just for the company, that's just driveways, not including the other things I've already done. Please get over. Golly, people. You know what I mean? Obviously there's been a lot more business that I've done. I almost didn't record this one today. Well, I guess I didn't really, because I didn't record all the grading and everything. So, but anyway, again, that's not what my channel is about. It's not really about the job. It's about what it's taken to do the job. So you know, that's chump change to a lot of guys. You know, and of course I did not make $2,000 in 2 months, but I'm just throwing this out as an example of what to look at when you're looking at pricing things like this, and considering if you're getting into this, considering these small residential jobs as what you do. You know, I know a guy, all he has is a dump trailer, and he goes to these jobs, doesn't regrade the driveway or anything. What he does is he lifts his trailer up in the air, slightly at a time. He raises it slightly at times, because what he does, he rakes the rock out over the driveway. Then he moves his truck, raises it up, gets more rock to come down, and rakes it out. And that's how he's doing his gig on the side on the weekends. And the hilarious thing is, he don't really much advertise. What he does is, like on a Friday, or a Thursday or a Friday, he will put on Facebook groups, the groups, and say, hey, I'm going to be out this weekend. Anybody need any rock? And he'll get about, he's told me six or seven. Probably realistically, he's probably getting 3 or 4, because I see him quite a bit. So anyway, I've made it back. This is it, man. I'm done for the day. I put in my time. I made my money. Tomorrow, I just talked about this, but tomorrow I get a day off. Mother's Day weekend, and we're going to start celebrating it tomorrow because she's got to work on Mother's Day. And I've just drove myself into a corner. That's okay. But yeah, I got to get this all straightened up. I got plans here, guys. I guess y'all have noticed the work. I've got plans. There's a video on it. So anyway, there we go, man. I'm trying to stay away from long goodbyes. So, you know, get out there, get those jobs, mingle with us, man. You guys got to mingle with us on these channels. Get to know things. If you don't know them, ask your questions, make fun of us, be a smart aleck, whatever you want to put up there, go for it, man. It's a free world, right? So you guys take care, be safe, have a good Mother's Day weekend, and with that being said, you guys take care again. Thanks. Hey, like and subscribe. Appreciate it. Bye-bye.